Today I'm going to unbox my new toy, or tool actually. It's the 3D Connection Space Mouse. Now I splurged and got the wireless version because it was supposed to also work with the USB connected and recharge at the same time. And I thought, what the heck, why not? You only live once. And then I was going to rip it open yesterday when it came and I'm like, gosh. And I thought, well, probably better if I just, hold off and maybe even show you what it's all about. So what's a space mouse? Well, it's a 3D mouse used to manipulate things in a 3D environment inside a computer. So it can be used for engineering, 3D animation, 3D modeling. So ideally I'm going to use this with Blender, so hopefully. It says it's got the Windows 8 and Windows 7, Mac, and USB. So we'll see. So I already slipped the thing open, so let's do the unboxing. Let me move the camera so you can actually see. So here it is. Let's open this puppy. So inside we have another box. So that's the box. Space Mouse Wireless Quick Start Guide. And here's the box itself. Oh, I was expecting it to be a little bigger, but these tasty silica gel do not eat, throw away. Jessica. Alright, I won't eat it. Whoa. One thing it is, what I expected it to be, is heavy. This thing is heavy. And it's pretty much, I'm guessing all the other stuff's inside the little box. So, move the box out of the way. See, the kicker is this thing is heavy. It's like, tell you what, let's pause this and find out how heavy it is. Okay, I moved my silicone soldering thing off because apparently it doesn't like being on it. This is not strong enough. So anyway, let's find out how. So here's how many grams it is. 444 grams. Let's change the unit to ounces. And so we're looking at 15.69. So that's almost a pound, a full pound. So it's heavy. I mean, this, which has a big chunk of metal right there. This is actually heavier, I'm thinking. Let's find out. Yes, it is 14.92. So, So anyway, let's move this off this side. So, the idea behind this, from what I understand, is that you can move something so that you can like tilt something forward, backwards, to the side. And I think up and down even, so you can zoom in and out. I'm not certain of that. Like, I've had one of these before. So far, it is solid. You could, I mean, it's not going to move easily on you. You're not going to be. So, I'm guessing they put a heavy weight in it. So if we open up the box, and as I suspected, a cable. Here is the little wireless dongle and a little booklet. Let's find out what's in the booklet. Guidelines for safe and efficient. Do not attempt to disassemble the product unless it is for end-of-life disposal. Do not expose your product to liquid, humidity, or moisture. How the heck do I keep from getting humidity? Do not operate your product when the temperature is outside specified range. 0, so freezing, to 40, 104. Battery warning. Non-user serviceable battery. Do not attempt to change the battery yourself. Instead, contact 3D blah 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 blah. Wireless product blah 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 blah. Compliance, environment, compliance marks, whole bunch of compliance marks. So, and this gets the www.3D connection with an x.com/support. So, next thing to do is actually boot up the computer. I'm going to try this under Linux and hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, then I'll have to run it under Windows, which is not what I want to do, but hey, that's the way the bumble bounces. That's the way the bumble bounces. So next up will be computer. I've got the dongle, whatever you want to call it, for the wireless plugged in. I've got the unit. I'll turn that on, and see, there's a green light on. Where's the green light? Turn it on. There's a green light. And it's got the blue. Driver's not installed. Now, earlier, I went ahead and got the driver, downloaded it from 3D Connection, and tried to install it. And of course, some of the libraries aren't working because this is like 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old, and then digging in further, I found that other people had difficulty running this and Debian-based systems, which Ubuntu, that's what I'm running, is Debian-based, so it didn't want to work. So I really, but it's supposed to. There's this other thing called SpaceNav, and it's a compatible alternative for 3D connections, 3D input device drivers. So, turns out that this is available in the Ubuntu Software Center. So I'm going to go ahead and try and install that here. Should be fairly quick since it's a small. That. And alright. Terminal up. It's already running. Why did it say that? I don't know. It's a demon, so it should be. Anyway, I don't know. So, looks like it's installed. Let's go into Blender. I don't know what it'll take to do that. There might be some setup in Blender. Turns out, I don't know if it mattered, but I just restarted or logged out, logged back in. Don't know if that mattered or not, but then I said, you know, according to what people say, the SpaceNav driver should just work with Blender, and I'm like, oh, alright, well. So I plugged this in because I didn't know if the battery is charged up, and apparently it was, because then eventually it just shut off on me. But, so, I opened up Blender, and so if we click on Blender, and that's the main object, it does work. Now I can actually use, we're using my right hand for now, but you can zoom in. I haven't quite got to the point where I can control it. It's like it go? Where'd it go? I'm flipping through space, and zooming around, and I feel like I have. Now the right button will take you right to the object, so that's cool. So if you're like, whoa, I lost myself, whoa, it's gone, boom, you're right back, no problems. I haven't figured, it's going to take obviously some time to figure out how to do this, and I think it's doing the exact opposite of what I want to do. And then I found out if you left click, it'll bring up the then I have to actually use the mouse. So I gotta look into setting up a 3D mouse, but it's looking like it's working. So, bing. Now all I gotta do is get me to work with it. So, should be interesting. I'm one of those people that on a video game I have to go in and invert the is it the Y-axis? So that might be throwing me off quite a bit. So I'm used to I originally learned to fly radio controlled airplanes, so pulling back on a stick means I want to go up, and pushing forward you're diving down. So, but a lot of video games, because people don't necessarily learn how to fly airplanes before first use of a joystick. They use video game, or they're in a video game. So, it's might have to go in and invert the stuff. Well, why don't we try that? Let's go ahead and invert orbit. See, there's orbit, free, trackball, pan. Invert. Let's invert, yeah. See what happens. Still, it's going off into whatever. I can't seem to figure out how to get it back to. I don't know how to zoom in or change. There might be different modes or something. So this is something that's definitely going to take some time to learn, but it's working, and it's a lot easier to install. You don't even have to download the drivers. I could just go into the Ubuntu Software Center, or you can command line sudo apt get install space nav. Yeah. So, yeah. This is the site for it, but Ubuntu, has it right in. So here's the manual for Ubuntu, and it's just it's simple. It's just bam, 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 and then it just works in Blender, which I know that's probably where I stumbled. I didn't think it actually worked, but it does. So, that's the 3D connection. See that? Space mouse, wireless, weighs a bit, so you can make movements and stuff very easily and very precisely, if you know what you're doing. And since I'm one of those people that don't know what I'm doing, I'll have to, like I said, figure out how to use this. I thought you're supposed to be able to zoom in, but once I figure out how to use it, I'll make another video showing I can actually use it. Or you'll never see a video again when I don't figure out how to use it and I just wasted a bunch of money. We'll see. So that's it for now. So I'm back. Did a little digging, and you'd think they'd actually have how to control everything in the little box and stuff, but it doesn't. But on the website, right here we got the pan left and right, side to side, pan up and down, zoom, tilt, spin, roll. So now that I know how to do that, I can actually, it helps to have focus. Zoom in and out, rotate. This is really nice compared to trying to manipulate with just a mouse or keyboard. So this is going to really make doing things a little easier. I also changed one of the settings so that it's more like helicopter, but can, once I realize you can twist and actually rotate things, then it changes everything. So now I just gotta get back to working on Blender. I got some ideas for things, but not shooting the it's weird. There we go. Okay. It'll still take a little getting used to, but at least now I have a much better idea what's going on. So now I guess we'll call that done.